self-enlightened Christian gathering says he no longer feels safe in South Africa and has moved to his home country of Malawi. Despite being prohibited from leaving by South African law, Bushiri, aka Major 1, and his wife were detained in South African court for fraud, among other charges. He previously said he wanted to clear his name, and earlier this month they were released on bail, being charged with fraud and money laundering. He said there had been attempts on his life, and he accused the South African authorities of not offering protection. Mr. Bushiri described his decision to skip bail as a tactical withdrawal meant to preserve lives. While speaking to supporters on social media on Saturday, witnesses fear the issue could cause a diplomatic spat between Malawi and South Africa, as questions are being asked about how Mr. Bushiri and his wife managed to leave. There had been allegations that Mr. Bushiri fled on Malawi's presidential jet with President Lazarus Chakwera, something that has been denied by Mr. Chakwera's office. Other questions have risen over whether the two countries will cooperate over bringing the couple back to South Africa, according to BBC. Meanwhile, BBC's Nomsa Maseko in Malawi's capital, Lilongwe, reports that one possibility being considered is that he and his wife Mary were smuggled out by a sophisticated syndicate which specializes in taking stolen cars from South Africa to Malawi. Next, France International Radio RFI yesterday, Monday, announced the death of His Excellency President Paul Biya, and former Senegalese president, has later come to apologize for the involuntary publications of several obituaries on its site. The declaration by RFI was published on November 16, 2020 at 3:44 p.m. and later modified on November 16, 2020 at 6:52 p.m. France International Radio says the publication wasn't intentional and it's due to technical issues related to the migration of the RFI to a new tool for publishing its content, and that the RFI and the Digital Environment Department of France Media World, the group to which our radio belongs, first of all apologizes to those affected by these obituaries and who may have been offended by these publications. Once again made in an error, we also apologize to you readers, internet users who are loyal to us and trust us. Again, COVID-19, Algeria reimpose restrictions after coronavirus cases rise. In regards to Algeria Prime Minister's office, the country reimposed restrictions to combat the spread of COVID-19 beginning today, November 17, till further notice. This decision includes the closing of gyms, limit opening hours for some businesses, leisure venues, used car markets, and cultural centers. In a statement, it stated that the new measures in fighting the deadly disease are aimed at coping with the sad situation that the country is facing in terms of evolution. Meanwhile, in North African country, the easing restrictions in June after a downward trend in cases paved the way for the reopening of most business centers. After the break, we shall be looking at the top popular news stories on Connect You Buzz. Its headlines: Police charge suspect in fatal shooting of Chicago's rapper. Second, Babatunde returns to EFFC, Nigeria. We take on a jingle break.